Alright, that's definitely not going anywhere.
What you doing over here, buddy?
Wow. What is going on, guys? So today we're going to be getting into putting on these solid innovative 65A motor mounts on this daily TSX that I stole from this used to be daily TSX, now not a running car anymore. But yes, I have the full set right here. I'm going to be starting with the side motor mount because that is the easiest, and probably get some PB blaster and get the other bolts and all this and that kind of just soaking away, so hopefully things come off with ease when I try to do the front and the rear. All right, I've done the job before a while back, but I don't fully remember the rear side of how the procedure went. We'll figure it out. So guys, we're gonna start with spraying some of these bolts just to help loosen things up. This is the only thing I have on hand right now. I maybe have some PB blaster in the house, might be a little bit better, but okay, we're just gonna go with there's a WD-40 that we got. Just laying in my garage. Spray all that good stuff over there. I got those kind of soaked in pretty good. Now let's get into the rear. So this one goes right here, the longer bolt goes up top, and the shorter one goes right here. And then we're just gonna take that out, then we're able to remove that. I have the jack with a piece of wood on the oil pan, just slightly, just pry it up just to help it just be a little bit lifted, and that's it. Because mind you, you do have 3 transmission mounts and then also 2 motor mounts that are still holding up the motor, so it's not the biggest ordeal. And then also the whole subframe and this and that, so it's like it's all good. But yeah, you do want to have like a little bit of extra protection. Let's get the rest of this motor mount off the chassis. Power tools definitely makes jobs so much easier. Just like that, we got this thing out, easy peasy. Now let's go look at what we have over here, and then this guy right here. Bada bing, bada boom. Do it like that. Alright guys, so I had to do this jank ass solution real quick because I had some bolts new from Ace Hardware when I first did this, and they weren't on it, and I didn't realize until everything's already off. So when you're scavenging around, so I had to do this jank ass thing for a washer because I didn't have anything smaller. It's always something, like, just make sure you guys have everything beforehand, I guess. But let me wipe that down real quick and get all the dusties out, and then we'll just replace this. I just start wiping away, making it look good. All right. Alright, just like that. Alright, that's definitely not going anywhere. Definitely for sure stiffened this up a little bit.
That's just one too out of the
yeah,
two.
front and rear definitely needs to be replaced. Curious to see the difference with just one, because I've never done it like this before. That is the only side I am doing at the moment. Something that I just need to get done and wanted to get done to stiffen up the chassis, because it does buckle kind of a lot and it's just clunky. And I know that has to do with like the clutch wise, but then also it's just could be like the motor mounts and shit like that. And I know the half shaft is coming to play with some things. There's quite a few variants, but we're about to hop in the car, test out how this thing is feeling, and kind of go from there. See if it kind of stiffens things up a little bit. A little extra vibration, just a slight. In the previous videos, we went ahead and stopped at speed zone, but I did record that today, but I think it's part of another vlog, and this is another one. So anywho, I stopped at speed zone, put in a purchase for a flywheel, so we're gonna be doing our clutch anyway, and then just keep replacing shit shit. You could definitely feel the car feels a little bit more like sturdy and is definitely a little bit more stiff, but when it does do the clunk, you could tell that like that side is kind of stiff, but like you could feel the clunk a little bit more aggressively almost, or you just feel it like right here, because I don't know, it has to do with like the axle or like the half shaft, because the bearing is toast, making a whole bunch of noise and shakes and whatnot, so it's definitely helping. So we got to do the front and the rear, and hopefully it kind of all balances out and the car shit continues. The only shot I forgot to do is like in the engine bay when I start up the car before replacing it in the mounts, starting it up and then also revving it to see how much play there is. Even though I'm sure it wasn't that bad. Mounts don't look horrible, it's just there's definitely some sort of extra movement and play going on. Sturdier mounts can never hurt, you know? We are back the very next day after replacing this side of the motor mount, and that's all we kind of had time for, but we are back the very next day, and now I'm gonna be starting with the rear. It is like a little bit of a pain, but it's manageable. Take off the strut brace, get that out of our way, take out this heat shield so we could finagle out that motor mount up this way, and then a bunch of extensions, big impact, and you know, do what we do. So yeah, let me get that started, getting all my tools set up and whatnot. Start zipping all this crap off. So get this thing. There we are. And then I have to get the other one down there, so I'll go get a ratchet. All right guys, as you can see, I got two of the bolts out, but the back third one just does not want to budge. It's kind of just like stripping the head, not doing shit, and it's kind of getting frustrating at this point. This is the kind of things that should be simple. Like there's enough play and stuff, so I'm hoping if anything I'd be able to like wiggle it around and get it out until it breaks around the bowl and I can slide this thing out, because I don't give a shit. I'm gonna be replacing these stock headers eventually, because I do have that, you know, $100 header that I got. So all this is going to be moved and replaced, and I don't care, it's just a heat shield, whatever. Yeah, let me just get to ripping around. There's no room to go back and forth enough. This shit got me fucked up. Hey, no man, I got the damn long ass flathead. Look, I only got a flathead this one, and I can't find my actual mallet, so this one. Well, this is where we're at right now. I finally did it, guys. Bruh, I've been doing this for way too long. Drilling. We did it. Guys, getting this out was legit awful. Maybe I could have wiggled out the motor mount with just like it having it loose. Maybe you guys are gonna say something in the comments or whatever, man. It's off, it's done with. Now I can finally like proceed with the actual job of the motor mount, because holy crap, like look how mangled that thing is and what I had to do. It's terrible. Terrible. Now let's proceed with taking off the bracket and just the rest, the actual job. Bad. Either the threading ripped out, maybe that's the cause of our issues, guys, are clunking. Maybe the threading ripped out. Let me put you guys in there. You guys can see the threading ripped out, or it's just really bad and it's like falling apart. Inside the middle is like collapsed, but you guys kind of see how crooked it is right there, and it's like not fully in. I really hope that the threading is not stripped in there. The more you uncover, man, and that's why we touch everything in these cars and replace, and you know, just hope for the best. This is gonna suck position wise for me.
What you doing over here, buddy?
This motor mount is f***ing shot, y'all. Like, this is bad. See if I could raise the motor. Having these little magnets are definitely super handy. So long extensions. So honestly guys, all you need is just some long extensions, a swivel, and a big impact just to get these things off and easy, quick. It's super simple. The only hard part was that damn heat shield. The bottom bolt did not want to come out and it's just giving me hell, so that took the longest thing. Sometimes the easiest shit takes the longest, you know, to take off. It's like the dumbest thing ever, but it happens. People like say the rear mount is like super shitty to do. It kind of is because of the positioning and whatnot, and hurts my lower back, but it's not the worst job. So let's get this going. We're gonna put a little bit more pressure on this side because I have the wood up at the transmission area to give it a little bit of extra protection when I slide this out. The bolts bolt down there, yeah. Let me go fish them out real quick. Help me out and do a little extendo arm right here. Boom. Boom. Follow along, big boy. Work smarter, not harder. That's all I be trying to do nowadays. That's why you see me up on the car, because the positioning was like, it's just a little bit better for me. Damn, this motor mount is torn. Look at that. You guys have it propped up a little bit, and it just slides right out. Slides right out. Holy fuck, this thing is no wonder why I'm hearing all this clunking. But y'all, look at this. Holy crap. Yo, I just fumbled the bag. Ugh. Wonder why, guys, that... Look at this shit. This thing was completely off. No wonder why it was fucking clunking. That shit look crazy. That could be... Yeah, this is a good thing I'm doing this. And having a solid mount is going to be a big difference. Because I already felt the little bit of difference from this side. But... you felt the clunk still, and it felt like it was coming from the midsection. That's bad. Get this show on the road with this thing. Wow. That is very, very good that I'm doing this. Here we got the rear Innovative 65A. Now here is the back braking, knee crushing part. Don't tighten down fully on the chassis, well, at least I mean on the subframe area, so you guys can have a little bit of play just in case. I'm gonna sit there cranking away and get it tightened up, and then bada bing bada boom. I think I'm feeling water drops. All right guys, I gotta put all this shit back together and get the going. All right, that is it. Everything is on, everything is tight. I'm gonna close this up, especially right before the rain comes, because it started drizzling, making noise. It's getting real cloudy, so we'll do the front one a little bit later maybe, or tomorrow because of the rain. We'll go for a ride and see how she's feeling. Oh, you could feel the way the car starts up. You can just feel that the engine feels a little bit more solid and planted in there. Overall right now, so much better. So much. Alright guys, today we are now going to be replacing the front motor mount. You don't have to remove anything other than the reservoir and like unbolt this maybe and get things out your way, and you'll be able to kind of maneuver this dang thing out of there. It might be a little bit of a hassle, which I'm sure probably is going to be. But It'll be all right. This Phillips head screw is one of the biggest fucking pitas to get off, and sometimes you have your luck where it just comes off, sometimes not, and then it strips. You do a whole bunch of bull crap just to get it off. I got lucky enough trying with the screwdriver. I sat here whacking it with the hammer and whatnot to kind of break it free a little bit, like loosen it up, and I finally got it cracked, and now I could get this all out my way for right now and without unplugging it, because the thing is messed up right there. Comes along, boy. Now we're gonna have to go and get that 14 mil right there, put a little bit of leverage up on the oil pan, so we're giving it some breathing room, you know, keeping it supported. I feel like the best method I could do right now is get a 14 mil wrench to crack it with the 15 for the extension and go from there. There we go. Broke that free. Alright, so since we got some support up on the oil pan over there, and this bolt is backing out with ease, got it cracked loose and is backing out by hand. Now I'm gonna go ahead and get all 4 of those 14 millimeters down below. You just really need some extensions. So guys, you really just need kind of extensions and swivel, and to really fish for the spot and just work with it, because that's really all you could do. Unless, I mean, I'm sure if I jack up the car it'd be a little bit easier, but I don't care. We're just doing it this way, and that's how it's gonna get done. Y'all see this shit? There's one fucking rain cloud right here. There's one rain cloud trying to rain on our parade right here, man. Like, what the hell is going on? Your boy gotta work through this, man. GoPro batteries died, so you guys are on the phone right now. Now it's about maneuvering it around. That's the hard part, guys. You can see right there. So now we just have to keep twisting, and somehow it's gonna get it out. So I mentioned in some previous videos that I've been dealing with like clunking issues and just engagement issues and whatnot. Rear and front motor mounts are like this. They were completely apart. The rear was not fully intact because the bolt was all the way through. So it could be a big problem to why I was having so much issues. And just doing the rear mount helped a ton, just feeling it more planted and just more together of a car. I'm trying to make it a little bit easier for myself and see if I can wiggle out this fan right here on this side, but that comes with having to take off a couple things over here. So instead of struggling with the time it would take me to finagle that motor mount out, I might as well just take out the battery and this tray and get this all out of my way. Here I have enough room to remove this fan. I have enough room to do that. So instead of struggling with trying to, oh, this, that, you just simply do this, remove all that crap. So now we can maneuver, get this out. Look, instead of sitting there struggling with the little space, it takes 2 seconds to remove the battery and 2 bolts right here and a plug to get the fan off right there. So it's literally nothing to it. Look at that, another motor mount that is just donezo, front and rear. This job was needed. Finally got it on, everything tightened down. Just had to loosen up the bracket a little bit so there's a little extra play, get the pan up a little bit, well, you know, pry it up with the jack. That didn't help too much. Loosening up the bracket a little bit and then a bunch of prying and maneuvering is what really got it in. It was honestly harder than the rear to get in for whatever reason, but we got it in. Everything's tightened down. Now I just got to get the rest of this shit on, which is super simple. Let me Dude, that friggin' rained on. This took a little longer than expected. As it seems like all jobs and all simpler jobs do, you always run into the dumbest shit. So let me get everything on, get this situated. You could just tell the difference with starting up a car, if it's just how solid it feels with the good mounts, and it doesn't seem like it's just like bah, 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 bah. You know, it started right up, feels real good. Your boy's about to head to the gym right quick, get a nice workout in while I'm already in that mojo of sweating it off. Guys, man, the car feels completely different. Like everything just feels way more solid, more stable and planted. Shifting through gears is way easier. Check your motor mounts, guys. That's the moral of the story. Check your mounts and make sure, you know, they're solid, they're good. The bracket could be hiding shit. It could be hiding stuff, so maybe like take those off real quick and then inspect too, because yeah, like visibly it was kind of hard to tell until like I took those off and you could really tell the tearing. And check your mounts. I hit the gym right now. Woo!
A few moments later.
Man, that pre-workout that I got a little bit definitely helped me push, and I did so many different workouts. I did a lot of mostly just upper body, just arms and chest, and a little bit of back, and a lot of tries, and just biceps, tries, shoulders, upper back. Kind of did it all. Been slacking a little bit, trying to get back in the mojo and groove of consistently going to the gym as well. So yeah, felt good. I got to do my cardio, which is taking out Sky for a nice walk. I know she's eager to go for one. So guys, that is it for this video. That's how you install these motor mounts. Hopefully you guys kind of got the concept of exactly, you know, how to go about it. Some things I didn't fully record because I just didn't want to drag things on, because some of this shit is kind of a little tedious of trying to just maneuver and pry and just get things in place. You guys get the concept of what you kind of have to take off and the steps of doing things and just keeping things supported. Hopefully you enjoyed that video. Let me know if you guys want to see any more how-to videos like I'm about to do right now, which I'm about to do the expansion valve, which is in the glove box, and gotta take out the evaporator and shit like that. So it's not the most fun job to do, but we gotta do it. So yeah, it's gonna be another how-to video, and as you could tell, like, we're just messing with things, kind of making a mess. So yeah, just stay tuned, check out all the other videos, because we're keeping busy, because we never take a day off.
Work around the clock, my engineer getting paid off. Rock like Ace up, like the weed and take off. So high I cannot see.